Alright, we're going to have another little go with this. On 1.5.1, Python 2.7.16, and then OctoLapse, if I was on the right screen, we're on the current version of 0.4.1. Yes, my previous video had all this. Not that it was working right. One more thing I want to do. If I get to it, how do I get to it from here? You can see my layout's a bit different. I have that UI customizer. I actually really like this. Just wanted to point that out that I had this on here, so that's why everything looks different than the regular OctoPrint. I'm going to say that correctly. Alright, so we got the camera. You can see we kind of moved it. It's off to the left now instead of directly in front. Other than that, the printer's the same. I just moved the camera around a little bit. I think I can get a better view, and I think it'll focus better, hopefully. We're going to find out. Hopefully it all prints. So we need to kick the temp. Oh, actually, no, we need to turn the printer on, I suppose, and then connect to it. And powering on. Should hear a beep. There it is. And then the big fans. Now connect. Alright. I also did change the test, the G-code. I apparently missed this. I believe it's this one. This one right here. I missed this whole guide. Cura. I have Cura 4.8, so I followed this script. Basically what I did is in Cura, I added this to the beginning of all my prints. I have never printed with this just yet. Basically it just tells OctoLapse the coding and where things are. And you can see I'm on Cura 4.8. Go into Manage Printers, Machine Settings. I'll make this a little bigger so you can actually see it. Oh, scared me there for a minute. I was like, where's the rest of it? But yes, all of this here in blue is what I added per OctoLapse instructions. It basically just tells it what stuff means. You can read through that if you want. You can pause it and read that. Already sliced the print we're going to slice with that. Let's get out of here. Get out of there. I actually don't need to make any changes here, so we'll just cancel. Now this says SP1. If you look at my other video, it just said SP because I changed it. Take a look at temp. I guess I didn't change that, did I? Got sidetracked. Should have done that first and start here. Whoa, 55. There we go. I don't know if my bed can get up to 550. I don't want to even try. Alright, so file is not uploaded. Let's go ahead and upload in. 17 minutes it thinks. Let's see if the G-code viewer sees him. It does. And it'll be, I'm assuming, the same. 4 layers. And then it'll do the spiral print. I'm only doing the spiral print because it's quick, it's easy, it's 17 minutes. OctoLapse. I want, nope, time-lapse. OctoLapse is what I want. Now last time when I did it, OctoLapse, I got a big error over here, if you remember. Didn't get that error. We also had where the extruder just wouldn't extrude. That's what we're here to find out. Just waiting on the temp. Now here we can get the big screen with the camera instead of this little one. Camera seems to be working now. Great. And by the way, this is only, what, not even 19 hours after my last video. The people working on OctoPrint, OctoLapse, and that UI customizer, they've already made updates and fixed all this, like in less than a day. Supposedly fixed. I'm hoping it's fixed. They're telling me it's fixed. I'm going to trust them. Well, I'm not going to trust them. We're going to test it. It's either going to work or it's not. Where are we at? We're at 201 and 50. We're getting there. Resource monitor. Now this is for the Pi, not for the printer. So these temps don't have anything to do with that. Dashboard, so we have all the tools we want. We're almost up to temp. One thing I did not do, what you're going to watch me do, is I use isopropyl alcohol to clean my prints, print bed. Now originally there was a film over this from shipping, and on my Creality printer that you can see over there to the right, I found, Anycubic actually told me to wipe it down really, really good and get that film off. I didn't think, I just did the same thing on my Creality, and then noticed a lot of people are having adhesion issues. It's like, well, yeah, wipe that yellow stuff off and it'll be great. Here we are. Let's wipe it down real quick. I did pull the bed out so I can get to everything. I'm just using isopropyl alcohol. Can you even see that? 91%. There you go. Now you can see it. There's a big delay in there, I see. A little bit of shaking going on, but that's all right. Slide this back a little bit. The tweezers. Why am I grabbing the tweezers? I don't know if you're paying attention. There's this little blobby over here. We're going to pull him off. So hot end is definitely hot. There's still a little bit coming out of there, little fucker. Oh, what's with the autofocus? Come on. Still oozing, but that's all right. Time to print. No. No. Not front left. It's supposed to be left. Uh-oh. All right, let's fix the temps real quick. So I canceled it. And I just reinstalled everything, so. OctoLapse. No, not front left. Center left. Origin type is front left. Save. Snapshot is center left. Okay, now we should be good. Let the temp get back up. Looks like it is. Grab that little string, and then we'll print. Now here the big thing is whether or not it'll extrude. Left center. Yes. Probably should do right center. Because then that would push it over here instead of where it is. Right now it would be left center. Frack it. Let's just try it. There's a little piece on the bed. print. Oh, there we go. That was a big delay. Look at that. We have filament extruding. Oh, you're still too high. Can I get you down lower? Good grief, that's about as low as it goes. All right, we're definitely extruding. All right, so far so good. Now I know the camera is, it's probably going to move that to the left, but it's going to move it to the left. We should have changed that to the right. But I just want to make sure it all works. One big thing I'm noticing is a huge lag in my video through OctoLapse. It really doesn't matter because I'm not going to be doing live. Now, if you're watching the two cameras, that's the exact same print at the exact same time. That's the lag that's in there. I don't really care about that, honestly, because I only want the time lapse from OctoLapse when we're done. So as long as that works and it prints, I'm okay. I can deal with that. Oh, just took our first shot, went to the left as I knew it would. I'm going to change that to the right in the future, though. But yeah, massive delay watching it in, and then I'm on Firefox, as you can see right there. And do a second screen shot, camera shot, whatever you want to call it. So it should say we have two, and it does. All right. Yeah, that's a huge lag. Again, I'm okay with that. While we're waiting while that prints, this is that UI customizer. If you go to plugins.octoprint.org, UI customizer, definitely recommend. G-code leveling, I don't really use it or need it, so I don't care. Auto login, I don't mind typing in my username and password. That's fine. Lights out, I don't use. Octo Everywhere, I am looking into. I had all the issues in my previous video that you saw, and then now it looks like it's all working, so we'll continue on to this one, but not right now. And then, what else do I have in there? The pretty G code. I have not done this. I was also just looking at this. This is what it apparently will look like. I'm going to assume this is going to kill speeds. There's going to be a lot of lag. So it looks like some pretty graphical, funny. They're doing the XYZ cube that I'm printing, but they have it sideways with Y on top and X on the left. So I'm assuming Z's in the back. Z is supposed to be on top. That's the Z height. But anyway, Looks like that might be pretty graphical interface. Inter, using a lot of your resources. Does it need it? Nah. That looks cool, don't it? All right, let's get out of that. We're definitely in spiral mode now. Oh yeah, there's a ton of lag. I saw my time up here. It's 1:45 in the AM. I have nothing else running besides my computer and OctoPrint on my network. Oh, my cell phone, I guess, but it's not really doing anything. G-code viewer is stuck. It's it's stuck. Not sure what this is. Does that light up when it's doing its thing? That's new. Interesting. It's loading that picture, I'm assuming, because we've already done it. By the time it loaded the idea that it already did it, it did another one. Now I'm assuming on that left side we're going to have some stringing. Or that left corner, it looks like. Left back corner. We'll see how our retraction settings are. Yeah, see, by the time it loads, it's already taken another picture. Yeah, so the control mode, OctoLapse mode, it's just too slow, too laggy. The G-code viewer is also very laggy. Temperatures are good. That's right. Switched. Says you got about 14, 15 minutes left. You can probably see here in my speeds that's set at 60 millimeters per second. The reason it's printing as slow as it is it's the layer cooldown level is kicking in. So it's got to give that layer X amount of time. So that's why it's slowed down the way it is. It's probably running about 30, maybe even 20 millimeters a second for the spiral. That's just because this cube is so small. It's it's got to cool down before it can do the next layer. I'm not sure what this is. Echo busy processing. Interesting. First time I've seen that. I just happened to see it. Oh, don't give it there too. I have no idea what that means. Interesting. Yeah, that's just too laggy to really be of use. I mean, kind of give you an idea what's going on, but not really. Hmm. G-code viewer. Yeah, it's just so laggy. It's it's just not really keeping up at all. That's new. On the previous versions, it kept up just fine. Didn't look this pretty, but the G-code viewer kept up no issues. So did the control tab, where you could see the bigger camera. On the previous versions, worked just fine. And I did see in one of the threads, I went through a ton of them. I think it's the UI customizer. Somebody was saying that it was really slow in Firefox. He said he went back, or she said, I'm not sure to be honest, went back and did something and they fixed it and it worked fine on their Windows 10 version on Firefox. Well, you see I'm on Windows 10 using Firefox and it is laggy. Again, I don't care. As long as my app Octolapse, as long as my videos work, this part's fine. I can live with this. I want Octolapse to work. It's kind of cool having it look nice like this though. It's also nice those of us that have printers that don't show the layer height or time left. OctoPrint is nice enough to give us this. Approximately 11 minutes. It's never going to be exact. Tells us we're on layer 42, which is about 8.8 out of 19.9, and 99 to go total. You can also grab that from here. Current layer height 9. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So far we're about 12 minutes in. 10 to go. I don't know about that. Has it been 12 minutes? Oh, I guess it has been. All right. Be that way. And the G-code viewer just can't keep up. Octolapse. It's by the time it finishes loading. What's that doing to our pie? Actually, looks like it might be making it work a little bit more than normal. Normally, it's usually like 38 degrees Celsius. We're running about 40. So that first core is working a little more than normal. Yeah, anywhere from 13 to 20%. Interesting. I mean, it's fine. It can definitely handle that. I want to see what this kicks up to when it actually renders the video. It was staying at about 43 on the previous version. As long as it stays under 45, even up to 46, I'd be okay for a minute or two. I don't want it to go any higher than that. Temps are apparently reporting quite steady. Yeah, the lag is horrendous. So anyone who's wanting to do this as their main viewing console is definitely not going this slow. This littler webcam view on the right, that's what it's actually doing. That's pretty close. One on the left, the big one, no. I don't know what this Echo Busy is. Okay. I'm getting a lot of those Echo Busies. I wonder if that's why it's so delayed. Oh, I'm sure there'll be another update or two. I mean, this just came out in the last couple days. We're at 61 of 99. About 7 minutes to go. What does the red dot mean? Very low accuracy. Yeah, it's like any slicer. It's just, it might be around this time. I don't know why this isn't red though. That's new. I don't know why that's showing red. I don't have these answers. $75%. Oh, see that there too. I guess I don't need to tell you that. 65 out of 99. I mean, physically looked at the print. Actually, it's looking pretty damn good. That back left corner, I was expecting to see some stringing here. I don't see any. We'll take a look at it. Get a nice up and closey of it in about 6 minutes-ish. So far, we're 18 minutes in, 4 minutes to go, and it guesstimated 17. So according to that, we'll end up at about 22-ish. So I see a lot of it where it's sending, asking for the temp, getting the temp, sending the code. Hmm. What would happen if we did a speed test while we're doing this? Right up like it fell. Try that again. Hey, yeah, that's where I am. I'll just let that run in the background, see what it comes up with. I'm still doing the ping. Nope, doing the download, I guess. Downloads are up to almost 900, 911. Upload about 670, 80, 700, 720. I can live with that. So definitely not a network speed issue. Did tilt the sink, yeah, I did. Hmm. I don't know. About a minute. Also want to make sure it finishes. I was having that issue last night. It wouldn't finish. I got to 99%. It was done. The printer kicked the part out and cooled off everything. But it was still trying to finish. The pictures we got, 95. Should end up with 99. '96, '97. Want to see how hot the pie gets when it's doing the rendering. Should be the last layer. Or not. Might have one more. And that's the last one. Operational, everything finished, good. I didn't get the notification that it's doing the time-lapse rendering. Put the temp went up to 43. Processor kicked up a little bit. I know it's doing it. Oh, actually, just finished. We used to get a notification over here. Don't get that now. So it looks like we got up to 43 degrees Celsius on temp. I can deal with that. Cool. Let's go back to OctoLapse. I would like to save that. And save. This one here, I don't think will show me all of it. Yeah, it only show parts, which is fine. All right, give me a second. Okay, before I do that, it did definitely finish. Everything's good. So we can delete that one, I believe. I won't disconnect yet. I just want to keep an eye on the temps, and I'll turn it off remotely. But while we're doing that, where are my downloads? Ooh, a little bit of vibration in there. Now that's the camera and the arm I have set up. That's not OctoLapse issue. It's a mine issue. But yeah, I think we kick this over to the left. We should be good. Let's do that now, actually. Center right. Terminal, I don't know why it's saying 0. Oh, 48 and 73. Okay. That's about where we are. Cool. Well, it does look like everything is now working. Well, I will upload this video, and then in my previous video, and I was definitely not being an ass. I mean, it's a free program. Yes, I donated to them, but um, just for showing the issues I had with it previously. Now I'm going to upload this one where obviously not having issues, other than lag, but I think that's the UI customizer. Now I know this one's laggy, but this is where I'm going to show you there we go. I'm going to show you the print. I should be able to pull it off now, I think. Let's move you around so you can actually see. Now this is the edge I was expecting to see some stringing. When it moved over to take the picture. Yeah, popped right off. So that's what I was saying. Clean that yellow film off. They will stick. And it will stick. But when it cools off, it will come off. Let's see, is that a good spot for you? Let's add a little more light. How about that? So definitely no ghosting, no ringing, no layer shifts. Turn it so you can see the edge. No elephant's foot, no over or under extruding. Take a look at Y. And the same thing. Actually, nope, that makes it worse. Put it up here. Well, anyway, no ringing, no echo, no skipped layers. And then the back side of X, oh, maybe a little too close. I do see a little dot down there. And a little wispy hair. One little hair. Okay. Back side of X, a little further. Is that right? I might help if that silly mouse wasn't there. Well, actually, I can use that. You can see no lines or ringing. That's just a little hair. It actually wipes right off. And the back side of Y. And that again, just a little hair. You can see over. Well, it's not focusing now. What the frack? It's focused clear up there. Anyway, no lines, no elephant's foot, no over or under extruding. Focus on the cube. See my hands there, it takes all the light away. See if I tilt it down a little bit if that helps. Kind of. Still focusing over here really well. I don't want it to focus there. I want it to focus here. So yeah, it prints great. And then for those of you that are curious, these out of the way. This up. Oh, hold on. Calm down there, Speedy. How many calibration cubes have I done? There's a couple. Are actually individual cubes. This is the one we just did. These are all the ones from last night. These two white ones are actually from when I first got the printer. Actually, I take that back. So is this black one. These first three are when I first got the printer, when I was setting it up. You can actually see there's a little bit of ringing on that one. And then this one. And then obviously we fixed it. Did a couple bigger ones just for the fun of it. And then no more ringing and pretty much perfect prints. So those of you who tell you that the CR6 SE Creality printer won't print, they're full of shit. Or they don't know what they're doing. Or they need help. Either way, this video is about OctoPrint, OctoLapse. They fixed it. Works for me. I was just going to show you the plugins that I have. A virtual printer I didn't install, that just came with it. Display layer progress was required for OctoLapse. Dashboard I installed, obviously OctoLapse. Printer dialogues I did not. That was already there. Printer notifications are already there. Resource monitor I did install. Themify I installed. And then the UI customizer. What does this show us? I was hoping it showed their name. I can't remember. Maybe here. Oh yeah, all of them. Thank you. All of you. Thank you. Quite the list. I am me. Actually, they're all clickable, so I'm assuming if you click on it, it'll take you to them. I'm not going to do that. I'll let you do that if that's what you want to do. Let's go into OctoLapse. Does it show us? Well, it took us former lurker. I know they are the ones who did it and the fixes. Yeah, here's the list of fixes they've done. What enhancements they've done. Okay. Good on all of you. Thank you. Turn my printer off. I hear the fans get quiet, if you can even hear them. I already downloaded this, so we're going to delete this one. And okie dokie. And then we're going to shut down. And proceed. And then I'll get this video up real quick, tag it into my original one, saying, hey, they did a damn good job. Thank you.